A couple of months ago, I put up a video about our livestock guardian dog and our pit bull Dandy having heartworms. And what are you doing? You better get back. You better go on, little girl. They're following me, aren't they? Yep. Is he treating you right, Rain? Is he being nice to you? He doesn't like me to pet him. Come here, Rocky. Come here, Rocky. It's okay. You gonna move so I can get up there? You gonna move? You want me to pet you? Come here. That's a good girl. Are you feeling okay? Are you feeling okay? So you're just gonna stand there. I gotta go through that fence with you standing there. Come on. What is wrong with you? And you're letting me pet you. Don't eat me. Okay, I gotta get through here. I don't know what's wrong with her. Okay, I'm opening the fence. Okay, we're gonna open. Hi. Hi. It's open. Hang on. Got one hand I can work with here. You've got to be patient. You've got to be patient, River. Okay. I brought too much food out, didn't I? There you go. Chase, you gonna let me pet you? River will. River likes to be. Come on, Chase. Okay, let me out if you're not gonna let me pet you. I feel like I'm being watched. Followed. Hang on. Okay, I went and got bird food. Just bird food. And they don't believe me that it's just bird food. But back up. Back up. Come on, guys. Yep. You want some of this? The problem with this, with them having the heartworms, the bad part, like the really bad part, is that it is preventable. And I usually have them on a heartworm preventative. I am feeding the cows, not because they need it, not because they don't have grass, but just so that they'll leave me alone for a minute so that I can do this video. Okay, guys, back up just a little bit. Move back, Jake. Of course, you don't have to. Okay, I didn't feed them very much, so I don't really have a lot of time to tell this story. But the bad part about the dogs getting heartworms, besides that it could kill them, there's a heartworm preventative that you give them every month. And they're usually on it. But for whatever reason, I skipped it. I missed it. There was a lapse in the times that I gave them their dose and when I was supposed to. And I have 6 dogs. 2 of them got heartworms. So when I started taking, so you have to start over. You take each one in and get them tested for heartworms, which costs money. And then, you know, you get them started back on the preventative if they don't test positive for heartworms. And like I said, 2 out of 6 dogs tested positive, and that was Dandy, our pit bull, and Caleb, our livestock, well, one of our livestock guardian dogs. And so they are really, it didn't go long without giving it to them, and I didn't really realize that I had gone too long until I went to the vet to buy some more, and they wouldn't sell them to me because it had been too long. So it wasn't that long. They aren't showing signs like before the vet found it. When I took them in to get them tested so they can get them back on the preventative, they weren't showing signs. They hadn't lost weight. They weren't coughing. They weren't lethargic. They weren't coughing up blood or, you know, anything like that. They hadn't lost their appetite any more than usual. Caleb does not eat. He doesn't eat very much, and he's very active, and he has been skinny since he was a puppy. Now, when I got Caleb, he had problems coming in. He was a free puppy. He had fleas real bad and ticks, and he had mange, and he had intestinal worms that we took care of. But he has never gained weight. He's never picked up weight. So him being skinny right now, like really skinny, has nothing to do with the heartworms. Nothing has changed. I can't tell a change in him. So I told you in the video that I had to put them on antibiotics. They were on antibiotics for a month, and then you wait a month before you take them in for the first treatment. They have 3 treatments, and the first one, they spent the night. The first treatment, they spent one night at the vet. It was just one treatment, and the second treatment will be 2 treatments, and they'll spend 2 nights at the vet. And I thought it was the other way around, but since I've already taken them in for the first treatment, I now know that the first time is 1 night, 1 treatment, and then the second time will be 2 treatments. But anyway, so Thursday, I took them in for their first treatment. Dandy and Caleb spent the night at the vet's, and I got them back, and now they are on prednisone every day, twice a day for a week, and then once a day for a week, and then every other day until it's gone. And then they'll be off about, I don't know, a few days a week, and then it might be a full month. I don't know. But shortly after they get off the prednisone, they'll be back in for their other 2. Hi. I'm talking here. Then they'll be back in for their other 2 treatments. Now, with each treatment, first of all, heartworms can kill your dog, will kill your dog eventually if something else doesn't. So they'll have, you know, heart failure, fluid in the lungs, all that stuff, because the worms, they're not like big worms that you can see visibly, but they are worms inside the heart, and they cause inflammation and in the heart and in the lung, and so it will eventually kill your dog. But the treatment is very dangerous, because as those worms, when they treat them and those worms die and they shed the worms, it could kill the dog, because as the worms are leaving the heart and the lungs, kind of like a stroke or something, there could be a clog as the worms are being shed. So the first time they just did their first treatment, they spent the night, and they're supposed to be kenneled for 6 to 8 weeks, like in a cage for 6 to 8 weeks. We only have 1 cage big enough for Caleb, so he's in the 1 cage big enough, and Dandy stays in the bathroom most of the time. The only time they can get up really is to go outside and use the bathroom and come back. That was real easy the first day they were back. They didn't feel like getting up and doing things, but I mean, they were eating and drinking, but they didn't feel like playing or anything. Now we're like 1, 2, 3 days into it, they're feeling pretty good, and they want to go play, because they weren't feeling sick before. They weren't far enough into the infestation to feel bad. So now they're wanting to get up and they're wanting to play and they're wanting to go outside, and I can't let them, and I feel really bad about it. And the thing is, on December the 5th, they go back in, spend 2 more nights at the vet, get the same treatment, which I don't know. I know there's an IV involved. I know they inject it because they shave their backs. They shave, I guess, where they put the IV in their backs. And they said that the injection site should be sore. So they got to go through that again, and it's dangerous again because they're again killing more of the heartworms, and so there's, you know, more of a chance of one as it's leaving the body clogging an artery. I do know quite a few people around here who do not use heartworm preventatives. I don't know whether their dogs have heartworms or not. They probably don't know, because unless they've had it for a while and then they start showing these symptoms, you won't know because you can't see them. And sometimes they can have the symptoms they can sometimes have the heartworm for a long time before they actually start showing any clinical signs. So my hope is that this treatment works, no complications. I don't know, I don't remember the vet telling me this, but I'm assuming that they'll have to test them again after the third sometime after the third treatment. I mean, I don't guess you would just stop and assume all of the worms are dead. So let's, you know, pray with me that this treatment works like it's supposed to and kills all of the worms and doesn't kill the dogs. And they're already back on their heartworm preventative. They went back on their heartworm preventative as soon as it came in. Right after they took the test and tested positive for heartworms, we ordered some medicine for them, amoxicillin for the both of them. They took that for a month, plus the heartworm preventative, right? And then they had to wait a month before we took them in to get the first treatment, and they had another preventative then. And so they just had their third preventative since being tested just the other day. So they are back on schedule with their preventative, and so are the other dogs. And we just gotta hope and pray that this works out well for us. It's you know, taking these in, you know, doing it once a month is sometimes, when you get busy, is hard to keep up with. Usually I have a calendar, like at Mother House I had a calendar, and I thought about getting a calendar here. I know I have my phone, so I don't know why I didn't use that, but seeing a visual calendar, you know, always helped me, because they give you these little stickers that you put on the day that it's due. And but with the way we're living, the house not being set up, you know, just still living out of boxes really, I just haven't put up a calendar. So maybe y'all can remind me at the end of each month, hey, give your dogs the medicine. That is an idea. So anybody who wants to do that, leave in the comments. Every 30th of the month, give those heartworm preventatives to your dogs. That would be awesome. So while we're waiting, hoping and praying to see if this works, Caleb, like I said, is in a kennel. He's in a cage. So I'm hoping that he's, you know, he's having to be still, and he's on prednisone. And one of the side effects of prednisone is a lot of drinking, a lot of eating, and a lot of urinating, which he does do. He has to go outside a lot, and so does Dandy. But I'm hoping that he'll put on some weight. So if I've got to look at any positive in this, it'll be that Caleb can put on a little more weight. Like, he weighs, Dandy's, you know, like a lot shorter than him, a lot smaller than him, and they weigh, when they weighed at the vet, they were just a few pounds difference. I don't even remember which one weighed more. Tucker, our 8-month-old, weighs more than Caleb right now. So yeah, maybe he'll gain some weight.
Are you trying to bury it? Were you trying to bury that? Look at that hair. He's rubbing his nose up against the pillow, trying to bury what's left there. He doesn't even eat a full bowl. Dandy ate hers. Dandy ate hers. Yeah.
We had a pretty rough summer. We lost a cat due to bobcat fever, even while she was on while he was on the medicine to prevent ticks and fleas. it wasn't a preventative. I think it actually kills them when they bite them. But anyway, he got the bobcat fever and he died. We lost a lot of birds this summer due to predators. Had to get rid of some goats because of, you know, the drought and cost of feed and everything. So we just had a lot going on this summer, this year. But trying to keep you guys informed, and I will keep you informed on the situation with the dogs. Even if it goes bad, you will know about it. If it goes good, you will know about it. If you enjoyed this video, or you know someone that needs to see this video because they need to know about the heartworms and the heartworm preventatives and what can happen, please share this video. Hit the like button and leave a comment below.